Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to the channel. This is Fridays with Brandon. This is going to be a different video than I've done in the past. I'm going to actually start trying to do a whole new playlist of products that I might review or kind of just things that I've either purchased myself and really find value or things that I'm exploring when I did purchase. So I am going to go over today the Looft Lighter. It's an electric lighter for your charcoal. You can either light charcoal briquettes or lump coal. I've got a Kamado Joe, and we're going to go over this. I'm going to tell you kind of why I picked the one that I picked and explain some of the differences between the other models out there. So let's jump into it. Okay, so this is the Looft Lighter. This is what it's going to look like. This is the Looft Lighter 1, I should say. And it's their first one that they came out with. And they do have a few other models. They have a couple more expensive models. This one I think was around $70. They have one that's a little more, also plugs into the wall. They have a cordless one that looks really intriguing, but that's a lot more. That's like 300 bucks. And then they have a newer one that's smaller and about $20 less. And I'll tell you the differences and why I chose this one versus the smaller one. So we go through this, kind of see the packaging. It's packaged well. It's nice, and you know, they give you a sticker so you can mark it for them for free, I guess. Some instruction manuals, different things. Okay, so getting to it, kind of how this works. This is the lighter, and it produces extremely hot air. It's like a supercharged hair dryer. 1200 degree air comes out of here and continues to blow. So once the charcoal or the lump coal gets lit, it's continuing to supply a lot of oxygen to it, which creates the ability for it to light a fire or charcoal very quickly. I have been using little fire starter bricks, and I can show it to you later. Probably at the end of the video, I'll do a light, and you'll be able to see that. But having those little bricks and lighting them, man, it takes me every bit of 25 minutes before it's ready to put meat on there and start grilling. With this, you can light it and really have a roaring fire with probably within 1 to 2 minutes. And I think it's going to allow me to go from start to actually putting meat on instead of 25 minutes, probably more like 4 or 5 minutes. And that's going to save me a bunch of time, and I won't have to keep using the briquettes. And time is money, right? So features, it's a very basic tool, right? You're going to plug it into an outlet. You're going to push this button, and it'll start blowing. You're going to have this touch the charcoal to start. Once you see a few sparks, you're going to start moving it away. As the fire gets more and more robust, you will continue to move it away until you have the fire the size you want. This is just a little holder and a bottle opener, but to keep it offset from burning anything when you're done. Now, this cord seems silly, but this is the main reason I bought this model versus another model. This is a 10-foot long cord, and when I measured my grill, the distance from the outlet I have out the back door, it was exactly long enough to have this. Now, I could have saved 20 bucks and got the smaller one that has similar performance features as this, but I would have had to then go and buy an extension cord, and I would have wanted a nice extension cord, so I would have been spending at a minimum of $10, probably more like $20 for at least a 10-foot cord that I kept with it permanently. Because what I didn't want to do is have to go and take one of my other extension cords, bring it out. Like, it would have just been a pain every time I use this. With this, it's all contained in one. So the 10-foot cord versus the 4-foot cord was the upgrade reason for me. Had they had a 10-foot cord with the smaller one for $5 more, I probably would have went with the other one. So I think as you think through this, you want to look at the chart and really see how long is this extension cord, because if it allows you to not get an extension cord out every time you use it, I think it's going to be well worth your time and energy for that. So this is kind of the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and light it. I've seen other videos. I know it works. But I'll do a video at the end. It probably won't be narrated or anything, but so where you can see it unabridged, how long it takes to go ahead and get one of these suckers lit and really have a roaring fire. So I'll leave links in the description below if you're interested in picking one of these up. I think it's going to be a cool thing. If you have a Kamado Joe or a Green Egg or any kind of ceramic grill, I think an investment in something like this is going to save you so much time. And, you know, obviously you don't have to keep buying lighters, but so much time that it's going to be well worth it to get this thing lit and grilling within a few minutes versus close to a half an hour. So, anyways, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos of things that I'm buying around the house that I think are worth sharing with the world, let me know that as well. Thank you. Take care. Okay, I've got it plugged in over there, and you can see I'm stretched about as far as you can be, but it allows me to get over to my Kamado Joe and not have to move anything. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and we're going to see how this goes. Okay, you can see that it's starting to get some sparks in there. So I'm going to back it off just a little bit. And we're at about 45 seconds. Seeing more sparks. Definitely not a raging fire or anything. 1 minute. We're at 1:30. So at 2:40, we really started seeing serious heat. Let's say 3 minutes. I'm going to cut it off at 3 minutes, I think. So at 3 minutes, we have a pretty hot fire already. One other thing I was going to show you, this is the lighter bricks that I was using before, and I can leave a link to these too, so if you want these. I did overestimate some of my time, so just a recap on that. I think that realistically you're probably going to be able to, or I'm going to probably be able to, if I'm grilling, have meat on the grill in 5 to 6 minutes. That'd be hot enough to where I was before. When I would put meat on, a lot of times with this, that took me 25 to 30 minutes at a minimum to get it up to the point that I could put meat on and start grilling. Now, if I'm smoking, this took less time because I just wanted to get it started really. And I would say that probably took 10 to 15 minutes with this guy. I think with the new electric Looft lighter, I think I'm going to be able to get smoking stuff on there because I just need to get the coals going. So I think I can do that within 3 or 4 minutes. I probably wouldn't even get as hot as I did on the video if I was smoking, just to get things rolling. So, anyways, hopefully that's helpful. Look for those links below if you're interested.